You guys shouldn't have like even known that, but like someone else's like family had to mention it, and I still haven't received an apology from that. But oh well, like it helped. Like yeah, I fucked up. I didn't mean to like play two girls, but I had feelings for both of them. And then the night Olivia and I broke up, she went to California like 3 hours after with the girl we broke up about, Katie, who I was in love with, and was also with her ex-girlfriend OP and my ex-best friend Sam at the time. So obviously I'm gonna be hurt, and like I was suicidal. That's why I went to treatment. And then in treatment, like afterwards, like I talked to Katie every day. She hid it from Liv, but she never told me she had feelings for Liv. And I don't know, like we were telling each other like shit, like when we used to be dating, like Katie and I were like talking like that. And I see Liv this weekend in LA because she invited us to a party. This is when Katie's at Universal, so like she didn't know. And she invited Angel, like damn well knowing I was with her, like to see me. Like she admitted that. Like, but like if you and your ex live across the country from one another and you have no plans to see one another, obviously you're gonna do that. And I saw her, and like she like started crying because like obviously it's us. And then I was like, hey. But and then we started talking. She's like, I just like had to talk to you, blah blah. Like I'll never like hate you. And then we were talking, and like Katie got brought up. I was like, yeah, like when we were texting, she's like, Katie texted you? I was like, yeah. Like, because she said like all these bad things that Katie has said about me, and it's kind of like a slap in the face because this girl and I, like Katie, have been like talking like very intimately, or yeah, and have been talking ever since I got out of treatment. And so I was like, well, fuck, this shit is hurtful. And like, yeah, I knew Liv didn't know we were texting, but then again, like I didn't know they had feelings for one another. Actually, I knew Liv had feelings for Katie because Katie told me, and like so many other people. And you know, Liv was like, no, Katie feels the same way about me, and Katie told me she never felt that way, that she was so in love with me, all this stuff. And so I literally was not hiding anything. I was like, here's my phone, read the text. Olivia starts like bawling, all this stuff, calls Katie like F you and all this, like, and Katie's a sweetheart. Like this whole situation sucks. That's why I fell in love with both these girls. And so Olivia like came back with me to Jenny's, and we like stayed the next 2 days together. And then it was time to leave the day I left. I don't even know what day that was. And I changed my flight from 5 to 1:30 so we could leave at the same time, you know, like Uber all together. And like she picks herself up from Katie's like 30 minutes away, and we go get lunch in Manhattan. That's where those photos are from. And she like called, she's like, Katie's on her way. I was like, what? Like we just like came from all this. And like she even told me before, like she still had stuff to figure out with Katie, not like feelings wise, because she told me like she's always going to be in love with me. Like her and I have both already developed feelings for other people, but like we both said like it's like always going to be us. And like that's why it sucks, because like the whole time we were like talking about marriage and shit. Okay, so like rewinding it back, Katie like came to where we were eating lunch before the flight, so I was kind of blindsided, but I was like, okay, like I understand. She's like, Katie like wants you to stay. I was like, okay, like I have nothing to hide. Anything that you're gonna be hurt by, Liv, like it's just gonna be me talking about my feelings for KB, but like you weren't in my life. So and so Katie literally just brought a bunch of letters that I wrote to her when I was in treatment, which is fine. I wasn't with Liv then. And she also told me to write to her, and she called me there. But basically I think it just kind of fucked that Jay was brought into this, because Jay was only brought into it because Katie was mad Olivia and I were together. And I also told Katie when I was talking to Jay and I were never serious. I told Katie I would stop talking to Jay for her. I did. And so Katie wanted to know that from Jay, and obviously I wouldn't tell Jay, hey, I'm going to leave you for someone. So she was, one, mad about that, and then two, mad seeing me with Liv, and me obviously telling Liv that we've been texting. And so that's why she's completely like F you to me right now. But like she drove me to the airport. I live ended up staying with her. I already knew this was gonna be bad because, and I love Katie's family. I do. Like they took me in, but of course they're gonna be like protective over the daughter. So, and they're already texting like Liv like bad things about me, or like, why do you have to do this to Katie again? Like put her in the middle of this, like get embarrassed. Like I kind of understand it, but like this, I only told Olivia that her and I were texting, so that's why I was like, what the fuck. And also I don't think it's appropriate that adults have ever gotten involved. I don't think it's appropriate that Steve texts Sam. No, I'm not like doing a story time. I'm not talking about anything or slandering them. I'm just saying like recently in California. I'm just saying like we're all human, but like I don't deserve like what I'm getting, or like to have like received what I did again. Like I literally was just like with the girl, like my first love, like being told like we're gonna end up together, like we just need time, to like getting posted like with this other girl. Like, and I understood like even after like when we were together, she was like, I'm not gonna like ghost you, like for Katie, like we'll all figure it out. And then after when I got home, she was like, hey, like when we all had the talk, it like shows me how much you mess with people's heads, like, and like I'm understanding. I was like, okay, and I just replied like, I'll see you later, Liv. And that was it. And then I see like all this stuff on Twitter, like I'm gonna tell my side, blah blah, and this like still isn't my side. I'm not slandering them, I'm telling like what happened recently. But like I feel like completely blindsided because it's like they're trying to shove something in my face. And like for KB the whole time to be like, Liv's just visiting LA to visit, see her friends, like I don't have feelings for her, like all this stuff. And then like she was caught in it because obviously like Liv told me. I feel like really fucked over, and I feel like Liv is getting manipulated. Like obviously I've done fuck shit in the past, but like these two people came back into my life both knowing that, and I just told the truth to like Liv. And so one, KB's pissed off, and then Liv is just around that. So I really don't know what flipped the switch for like story time to like come out or like post or like to go to Georgia together. Like we literally, Liv and I did not end on bad terms at all. So swaggy. So it really is one step forward, 3 steps back. No, obviously, like, Katie, like, was mad. She saw, like, videos of Liv and I, which obviously, like, wasn't the most sensitive thing to do to her, but it was, like, raw, authentic. Like, that's just Liv and I, and also, like, we were mad at her. Like, she lied to me about having feelings for my girlfriend, and she didn't tell Liv we were texting. She said all this bad stuff about me. But, like, I get, like, the bad stuff because, like, I've heard them before. Like, I'm human. I've talked bad about people. Like, I still do, sadly. Why did I get back with Liv? I didn't get back with Liv. I also didn't plan on seeing Liv in LA. The only person I asked to see in LA was Katie. And she was busy the whole time. Liv invited Angel to a party knowing I was with Angel, and she admitted that. And I saw Liv, like, that's just like how we are, and like we both said we're still like in love with each other. I do have feelings like for KB. Like I love both of the girls. But at the end of the day, like I see my future with Liv, and like I know Liv sees her future with me. Like she told me so many times over this weekend. And also OP, like sweet girl. Like when I dogged on her, it's only because like yeah, like that's like the love of my life, and like you're with like. But like she also like said like bye guys because she saw messages between them two, and like I should like believe that it wasn't only like Liv having feelings, but like she saw messages between like the two of them talking about like the feelings and shit like that. So She was like, Audi, are you gonna fight for I mean, I always have been like trying, but you know, at the end of the day, people are gonna do what they want to do. And guys, no, like, I love myself, and I did before too, like even before treatment, but like now I have all the tools. It just sucks, like when the person you see your future with, like you were with them all this weekend, and like everything was real and authentic, and then this shit's happening again. No, Skylar never apologized to me. Like, the whole family hasn't. Yeah, like, I obviously know, like, Olivia admitted having feelings of Katie to me, but she said, like, no one's, like, ever gonna be me, and she's, like, the happiest with me, and, like, she's still in love with me and always will be, so I'm not worried about that. I'm, like, obviously, like, we needed our time, like, we weren't just getting back together. Obviously, like, I fucked up with the things, and, like, even if I didn't, like, we wouldn't be necessarily compatible, like, to work at this time on. But, like, we also did mention, like, in the future, try things out, so that's why, like, all this, like, sucks. You keep posting new crushes to make her jealous. That's why she can't get. I haven't done anything to make anyone jealous. Actually, last time I texted Liv was a picture of a tweet saying like we don't have drama question mark because it said she's gonna tell a story time. And before that, I was okay, I'll see you later, Liv, after she said, like, she couldn't continue being friends with me right now. And I respected that, because, like, I understand, even though it was hard. Like, I just want the best for her. But to see, like, all this shit, like, KB come to Georgia, like, right after all this, and, like, to see the tweets or, like, the shade, like, I don't deserve that. Especially, like, the last thing, when I talked about Katie, she's like, I'll never become friends with Jay. I don't want to trauma bond again. Like, I'll always love you, I'll never talk bad about you. And then she ended up saying, like, I just can't have you in my life because I can't end up dead. The thing that sucks is, like, I would be friends with, like, KB again. But obviously, like, when all this shit happens, you can't just be friends with someone. Like, there's a certain, like, part of me that has to respect myself, especially after this. And, like, she should respect herself because, like, I've hurt her before. But, like, it's the fact that she decided to come back to talking to me after everything. Yes, I am single. Obviously, Liv's family, like, doesn't like me because, like, she's been hurt, like, anyone. Like, my family, that's one thing I'm so happy about. I was raised a certain way, and they have manners that they would not slander a teenager or anyone on social media multiple times. And my lawyer wouldn't like tweets slandering a 19-year-old when I also have some, like, I have so much about everyone that I could say, and I'm just trying to talk about this situation after I was done with treatment. And I don't want you guys to talk bad about anyone, no. What do I think about them together? Obviously, like, I'm not even trying to be, like, full of myself right now. Katie told me a week ago she was in love with me, and then I was with Olivia this weekend, and she said no one's gonna be me, that she sees her future and her like children with me, and that she developed feelings for someone like I have even after we ended, but no one is gonna be her or I, and like I know that. So I should just move to Australia. Yeah, if anything's meant to be, it will happen. But it's like, I don't know why anything had to happen. Like, I was like respectful afterwards and understood. And like, also, this isn't like me shading them. Like, I haven't mentioned some things that happened. Like, this is just like after treatment, like the storyline for like what happened this weekend. Why did Jay FaceTime KB? This is what I'm saying. Like, KB like reached out to her obviously because like she was upset about Liv and I. Why did I kiss Olivia? Because I love her, and like that's a person like I see myself marrying. Like, I don't know. Are Sam and I good? Yeah. Sorry, I'm reading these. It's like kind of hard with glasses on. I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be dumb fights for someone that doesn't want to be fought for. I'm just like gonna wait, but like not wait for someone. I'm gonna do me, like have my fun, focus on myself. But like hopefully like that is like the end thing. Australia. I moved to Australia. Hi, Ollie. These are going so fast, I can't even read the one I was trying to say. No, obviously Jay and I aren't fine, especially what I said on live, which I do apologize for, like, the not my type and stuff. The age thing was true. Yeah, of course I see myself marrying her. Like, we both do. Like, she can try to say otherwise now, but the people that she's around by know, like, what she said and, like, what we have for each other. Like, you know, shit may change. Like, I'm still 19, but, like, as of now. I do think we'll come back in the future. Like, we both said, like, it's real. We can't just be friends, but like we both said, like we can't like see ourselves with anyone else, and like it's. And also, this is not like what I was even gonna say when I had to fight back when I heard that they were gonna tell their side. Like, one, that came out of like thin air. I don't even know where that came from. But this is literally just like from after treatment, like one little thing, because I had talked about talking to the Katie part, and then California this weekend. This is like I'm not really bashing like every single person that I could, because like I love both of the girls. Like it sucks that I even had to do this, but like what's happening is my treatment was just for anxiety and depression, because like obviously Liv, Katie, OP being there, like same day we ended again with like so many other people, and then them making TikToks and like saying this stuff, like it hurt. It did. But like I get like, and Liv has apologized, and like I've apologized for what I've done, and I've learned. I went to treatment to like get better, not just from like the social media thing, but yeah, Katie's just saying things to let us know. Yeah, I think Katie's really hurt, because she's like, I thought you changed after treatment and stuff, like, and I did, like I wasn't the worst person before either, but it's really just because I showed Liv the text. Liv's not choosing KB, like she even told me like afterwards like we couldn't be friends, like, and I like respected it. This is like right after I left back home, which like sucked. But obviously knew we couldn't start dating again, but like if we're not dating we can't just be friends. And but like it really blindsided me that she went to Georgia with her. Yeah, I'm in love with Olivia. I never thought I'd be like one of these TikTokers that goes live and talks about their life and shit, because I don't think it's necessary. Okay, Bobby thing, hopefully not. Like, they're both two insanely awesome people, so like the fact that they have each other is actually cool. Like I can sincerely say that, and like I know why they're both in my lives, because they're amazing people. Bob and Bradley, like, we're good friends. You know, he was over last night, like, hanging out with my friends. Yeah, Liv's in love with me. Which new tattoo is my favorite? I don't know, I kind of like the teeth. Yeah. Yeah, she's your support from family friends. I get it. And like I'm being totally transparent here. Like before I even saw Liv this weekend, like I was talking to Katie every day since treatment, and like we were telling each other like we had feelings for each other and all this stuff. So like, yeah. But then I like found stuff out, and like the way she acted, blah blah. But also like I think I knew deep down in my heart that I saw myself with Olivia, and like I saw Olivia again, and like we both agreed like we're not marrying anyone else. Like we talked about like marriage, even though like we're 19, like obviously not right now, like I'm 19, but like talking about like how we can't see like children or anything with anyone else. And like I didn't date Jay. But I think that's it. But they aren't gonna stop being friends. Well, now, yeah, but beforehand, Katie was like talking to me how she needs to let Liv go, and that they're already gonna drift away because she's going to New York. But now that the cat's out of the bag, and I told Olivia that we were texting all this stuff, and now Katie doesn't have me in her life, I doubt that's gonna happen. So. And you know, if they like fired back stuff with the story, like it sucks.